Hello, we are Team 7, and this is Beta Universe Systems Initiative Table Application. This project is a CS426 Senior Project in Computer Science developed in 2021-2022 in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, University of Nevada, Reno. Team 7's members are Jacob Gaben, Mark Graham, Andy Alarcon, myself, Jacob Tucker, and Griffin Wagenknecht. The purpose of this project is to digitize and streamline gameplay components from the tabletop role-playing game Beta Universe Systems. And now I'll hand it off to Griffin to begin going over the primary features of the application.
Thank you. My name is Griffin, and I'll be going over registration. So enter a username and a valid email which we check. Then you have to enter a password between 5 and 30 characters. They do have to match. Then once you submit the form, you'll get a random 5-digit code sent to the email you entered. And then when you go to email, you've received an email from us with a 5-digit code. Once you put the 5-digit code in, your account will be complete, and then you'll be able to log with our system. So now I'll pass it off to the next person. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Griffin. Hi, my name is Jacob, and I'll be going over session management. So within our game, players play through a large overarching storyline, which may take hours or days to complete. To make the game easier to play, you can divide it into multiple play sessions. Sessions are real-time lobbies that players can join and where they can actually play the game. In this video, we're going to create 2 sessions and then delete one of them. I'm going to skip ahead all the typing. Here we can see that 2 sessions can represent the same storyline. In this case, it's the Undead King. Now we're going to delete one of them. That's it for session management. So now I'm going to hand it off to Mark for character management.
Thank you so much, Jacob. My name is Mark Graham, and I'll be going over character management. Character management has 3 main functions: creating a character, editing a character, and deleting a character. To create a character, go to the top left and click on plus character. While doing such, you will be prompted to add a name and change the numbers as you want. Doing such, you can then save at the bottom left, and as you can see, your character now has been added to your character pool. Now you can edit your character and changing all the information that you would prefer. You can now see saving will update the character in real time, as you can see here. Finally, if you would no longer wish to have this character, you can simply click delete and confirm that you want to delete, and that will conclude character management. Thank you so much, and I'm going to pass it along to Jake.
Thank you, Mark. Hi, I'm Jacob Tucker, and I'm going to go over the user experience and how we optimize it for mobile devices. Here's an example of our real-time session layout on a standard laptop, desktop, or horizontal tablet. The button palette stretches across the top of the screen and will wrap according to screen size. The initiative table and chat log components are aligned horizontally to make the most use of the horizontal layout of the screen. Here's the same real-time session as seen on a vertical layout, such as a small mobile device or vertical tablet. The main components of the UI are shrunk, fixed in size, and stacked in a vertical layout optimal for these types of devices. Here's an example of an attack or defend modal as seen on a horizontal layout. Finally, here's the same modal in the mobile optimized vertical layout, where the components are shrunk and stacked to make the most use of screen size and orientation. Now I will hand it off to Andy.
Thanks, Jake. Hello, my name is Andy Alarcon, and I will be going over a brief overview of our real-time session system. Our real-time session system allows players to participate in the game's gameplay loop and communicate with other players in real time. To participate in a session, players join a session and select the character to join with. On the right side, you can see 3 players attempting to play in a session. 2 had already joined and the Gamemasters just joined. During our real-time sessions, players can send direct or global messages to other players. Players can perform various actions during their turn, like attacking, moving, holding, waiting, and even editing their characters. Gamemasters can also perform additional actions to control the flow of the gameplay loop, like starting a session, ending a session, and signaling to the player with the highest initiative to take their turn by use of the Go button. Once a player's turn has ended, their initiative value is updated on the table, and the next person with the highest initiative can take their turn. These sessions feature real-time communication with each connected client and our database to ensure that the gameplay experience is seamless and consistent across each connected client. As you can see, when players perform various actions, each connected client has their client-side data updated in real time, which is then reflected in the UI. For instance, when an action is performed that involves two players, like attacking, the attacker prompts the defender to defend themselves in real time and waits for the defender to select an armor and/or shield before proceeding with the rest of the attack loop. For more information on our application, please visit our project website using the QR code on the screen. Thank you.